Chery Tiggo 8 is positioned as a mid-size three-row SUV aimed at families who need space, practicality, and a manageable driving footprint. While Chery is still developing brand recognition in several international markets, the Tiggo 8 has gained attention for offering seating, capacity and feature packaging that typically appears in higher-priced vehicles. Rather than trying to stand out through bold styling or aggressive performance claims, the Tiggo 8 focuses on delivering a balanced, everyday driving experience. It appeals to households that want an SUV with enough capability for routine commuting, travel, and weekend use without the size or cost of a full-size vehicle. The exterior design uses clean body lines and a fairly upright stance, which helps maximize interior volume. It does not try to push a rugged identity, nor does it lean heavily into aerodynamics-focused curbs. The Tiggo 8 presents itself as straightforward rather than statement-driven. Certain trims introduce chrome accents and sharper lighting signatures, but even those remain restrained. This contributes to a neutral, visual impression that can blend well into various daily environments, whether suburban or urban. In the global market, the Tiggo 8 competes in a crowded field. Its closest conceptual rivals likely include the Mitsubishi Outlander, Hyundai Santa Fe, Kia Sorento, and Toyota Rush or Avanza-based people movers in certain regions. However, the Tiggo 8's three-row configuration gives it a slightly different functional appeal. Its aim is not to outperform these vehicles in any singular category, but to provide a wide spread of practicality and comfort. Families who prioritize usable space, predictable driving feel, and accessible controls may find that the Tiggo 8 fits into daily life more smoothly than expected. Its identity is rooted in reliability through simplicity rather than specialization. The exterior of the Chery Tiggo 8 focuses on proportion and accessibility rather than visual flash. The front grille is wide with a pattern that varies depending on the trim. The headlights integrate LED daytime running elements that provide a clear light signature without being overly stylized. The hood sits at a moderate height, contributing to forward visibility while preserving the upright SUV posture. The front bumper is sculpted gently, not aggressively carved, which aligns with the Tiggo 8's intention to present itself as composed and family-friendly. From the side, the Tiggo 8 displays an elongated body shape to accommodate three seating rows. The wheelbase supports stable ride dynamics and helps create usable interior space, especially for passengers in the back. The side character lines are subtle and stretch smoothly along the doors, avoiding sharp creases. Depending on trim, wheel sizes range from modest to mid-scale, with designs focused on practicality rather than performance styling. The window lines maintain good height and openness, which helps retain spacious outward visibility for passengers, especially children sitting in the second and third rows. The rear of the Tiggo 8 adopts a horizontal visual theme. Tail lamps extend laterally and are connected by design elements that create a sense of width. The tailgate opening is tall and wide, making it easier to load large cargo items or luggage. The rear bumper design avoids excessive decoration, maintaining a familiar SUV form. Overall, the Tiggo 8's exterior design does not attempt to stand out on the road through bold shapes. Instead, it maintains a balanced and cohesive stance. The design approach reflects priorities centered around usability, simplicity, and long-term comfort rather than short-term visual impression. Inside, the Chery Tiggo 8 focuses on a layout that maximizes usable room. The dashboard is arranged in a horizontally layered structure, with the infotainment display positioned at eye level for accessibility. Controls are generally organized to reduce clutter, though the specific layout can vary depending on market and trim level. Materials in the cabin range from soft touch surfaces to textured plastics, balancing cost and practicality. The driving position is upright, with visibility emphasized as a core feature, allowing drivers to feel confident when navigating city streets or crowded areas. The seating accommodates up to 7 passengers. The first and second rows provide adequate legroom and shoulder space for adults, while the third row is best suited for children or shorter trips for adults. Access to the third row is facilitated by sliding second-row seats, which operate with straightforward movement. The seat cushions offer moderate support, prioritizing daily comfort over sporty contouring. Air circulation is supported through vents positioned for multi-row coverage, helping reduce temperature imbalance throughout the cabin. Storage solutions inside the Tiggo 8 emphasize practicality. Door pockets, cup holders, and console compartments are sized to store everyday items such as water bottles, snacks, electronics, and small bags. When the third row is in use, cargo capacity is limited but still functional for shopping or light travel. Folding the third row expands storage significantly, and folding the second row creates an extended cargo surface suitable for larger objects. The Tiggo 8's interior identity is centered on predictable usability. It does not attempt to innovate aggressively or surprise with unusual design decisions. Instead, it aims to create a space where families can conduct daily routines comfortably and with minimal complexity. The Chery Tiggo 8's powertrain options vary by region, but like many markets receive a turbocharged 1.5-litre or 2.0-litre four-cylinder engine paired with either a dual-clutch or conventional automatic transmission. These engines are tuned primarily for fuel efficiency and steady power output rather than quick acceleration. The driving experience aims to be smooth and predictable. The throttle response is tuned to avoid sudden surges, which benefits stop-and-go traffic and relaxed commuting. The transmission is calibrated to shift unobtrusively, focusing on consistency. Ride comfort is one of the Tiggo 8's notable strengths. The suspension is tuned softly, enough to absorb uneven road surfaces, but firm enough to avoid excessive body movement. This creates a composed feeling on both urban and highway conditions. Steering feedback is light, making the vehicle easy to maneuver in tight parking environments. At higher speeds, steering remains stable enough to maintain confidence, though it does not aim for sporty precision. The cabin insulation is adequate, reducing road noise to acceptable levels, particularly at cruising speeds. Handling characteristics reflect the Tiggo 8's orientation as a family vehicle. Road behavior is predictable, body roll is managed within reasonable limits, and braking performance remains consistent in daily use scenarios. The Tiggo 8's performance identity is rooted in ease rather than excitement. It is designed to make the act of driving feel familiar and controlled rather than force the driver to adapt to specialized systems. The overall driving dynamics are structured to support long-term comfort, frequent short-distance mobility, and extended travel with passengers on board. The Chery Tiggo 8 is intended for families or individuals who need a versatile vehicle that can adapt to various daily responsibilities. It suits those who regularly carry multiple passengers, whether children, relatives, or carpool companions. The third row seating provides flexibility for occasional full-capacity travel, while the ability to fold seats allows the vehicle to transition into a cargo-focused layout when required. It supports errands, school schedules, weekend activities, and moderate travel plans without requiring the larger footprint of a full-size SUV. This vehicle is also a practical choice for drivers who value straightforward controls and familiar driving behavior. The Tiggo 8 does not introduce complex operating systems or advanced learning curves. Instead, it presents an interface that feels familiar, regardless of previous vehicle experience. The cabin's atmosphere is functional and calm, promoting ease of use. This makes it appealing to households that prioritize predictability over experimentation in their vehicle experience. In markets where Chery is still building brand presence, the Tiggo 8 may be evaluated alongside more established models. What differentiates it, however, is its emphasis on accessible space and balanced daily capability. It is not designed to be a performance statement, luxury alternative, or off-road specialist. It is designed to be a dependable everyday companion. For buyers who need a three-row SUV that fits into real-life family rhythms, the Tiggo 8's steady, composed identity may align well with long-term use.